trying to figure out what a wobble was in the top of my mill. It's the Wells index mill. As you can see, or hear, bearing's got a lot of wobble in them. Same thing with this one. Wobbles really bad. And it was dirty, dirty, dirty. This is your brake. Up in the top of the mill there. I found the key was also bad, so I had to make a new key. Other than that, this is your dog driver. This is what drives the top of the spindle. If you're trying to get this apart, my split ring was really bad too. There's a set screw right here. And this is split. You turn the set screw down, it actually spreads the threads out and makes a lock nut. And that's basically your drive pulley. The brake runs on in here. That's where your bearings sit. For the moment, I just got some cheap bearings to throw in it. Still a lot better than the ones that were in it. I ordered the proper bearings for it, but they told me it would probably be a couple weeks till we get them, so get it together quick. I just bought some $10 bearings. Probably gonna have to press them back in again. I already pressed the new bearings in because they're a press fit, but I can at least show you how the rest of this goes together. So here's the bearings. Spacer plate in between. Cleaned all this stuff up, as you can see. This is your brake surface here. This is your brake. Pre-cleaned up. It's been a couple hours cleaning all this up perfectly. This is what works your brake, just a flat. a little bit of moly graphite grease. You don't need very much of this stuff. A little bit goes a long way. Good. This Molly D works as an anti-seize also. Stuff don't seize up on there. Stops rust. It's good stuff. You don't want to get it on these because that's for your timing belt. Just a little on here to stop your shafts from seizing up. The Bridgeports are pretty much the same for the most part. The Wells mill's a little bit heavier than the Bridgeport. They're fairly the same. For that. Of course, that just slid apart before. Funny feeling that's supposed to be pressed on, which I hope not, because I don't think that'll fit my arbor press. It's gone. Oops. the bearing out. Now we still need to get it in the rest of the way. Use one of these old bearings to tap on it. And brake works 100% better. Make sure this thing's seated all the way. Bearings pushed up a little bit. That'll be right when we put this in. This actually seats the bearing down in where it goes, so it stays at just the right height. And here how it's quieter now. And this is I don't know if I said this already, but this is a split ring. There's a split right here with a set screw. And what it does is it's a lock nut. Put it down to where you want it, and then screw this down. It spreads the threads a little bit and locks it in place. When I started this thing, somebody tried to take it off to replace the bearings before and was unsuccessful, because I talked to the manufacturer and they were still the original bearings from when it was new. It's a nice thing about Wells Index, they're still in business. They were in Michigan. You can still get every part except for the casting for it, which is very, very nice. Had to order a couple parts so far. Not exactly cheap parts, but it's where I ordered the bearing. They were unfortunately out of them. Still made in America bearings though. I'm from California. I had the wrong plate there this time. I'll use the carbon plate. Don't need to be super tight. That's what the lock screws for. That should be nice and tight now. Yep. A little bit more space in there than I did last time. Nice and free and quiet. No more weeble wobble. That's pretty much it. I'll take you over and show you where it goes in the machine at. And there's an alignment pin. One stays in this, one stays in the middle. And then there's, 2, 4, 6 screws to take it out. It's really easy. And this is your timing belt if you ever have to change that. You just take that plate off to get to it. Pretty easy. If you ever have to change your V-belt, same thing. And the Wells Index head, and there's only one oiler, and it's right here. It's the only oil cup in the top of the machine. Everything else is hit by the one-shot oiler. And all the dogs and stuff in there are good. That's what drives the head. Them dogs right there, and that meets with the other end, which is in perfect shape. I replaced the drawbar first, thinking the drawbar was the problem. Even machined a bushing there to fit perfect in there. Needless to say, that wasn't the issue. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take it easy, guys.